Yo, this your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you, man. We talking about boxing again for all my boxing heads out there, man. Just got done watching a very good fight, entertaining fight on Showtime for the WBC heavyweight championship of the world. Bronze bomber Deontay Wilder versus Molina, man, in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all was the first time that any heavyweight championship fight was fought in Alabama. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder representing hard. He represent Alabama hard, doing this thing. You know what I mean? Big ups to him, and congrats to him. But very good fight, very entertaining fight. Deontay Wilder, he's still learning, maturing. You know what I mean? He's 29 years old. He's still learning. You know, he said after the fight with Jim Gray, after the interview after the fight, you know, he's still learning, still wants to learn. You know what I mean? And you know, once he's learned it all, he walk away. And those are the kind of things you like to hear and you want to hear. A guy saying, "Be a sponge, learn as much as you can about the sport, improve, get better." You know, he's starting to get better. His competition is starting to, you know what I mean, improve. He won the heavyweight title against Ben Stavon, beat Eric Molina, his first defense of his title. You know what I mean? Now he's got a mandatory against Pavakin, I think, something like that. He's got a mandatory. And you know, everybody at some point wants to see him fight one of the Klitscho brothers. Me personally, I don't think he's ready for that level. But the question is, who is? I mean, at the heavyweight level, who is? You know what I mean? He thought maybe Stavern could have been that guy a few years back. We thought maybe Samuel the Nigerian Nightmare, Sam Peter, maybe he could have been that guy. David Hay, I mean, who is? I mean, so I guess if he's able to get past his mandatory, which I think he can, you gotta put him in the ring with Klitschko. I mean, like I said, I don't think he's ready for that level yet, but why not? And why not him? Who else? Who else out there in the heavyweight division? There's nobody else, man. So it might as well be him, man. But good fight, man. You can tell during the fight that Eric Molina trained. He trained to defend the 1-2 from Wilder. The 1-2, you know, the jab, right hand. You know what I mean? And we all know that Deontay Wilder's right hand is dangerous. I mean, one punch gets you out of the power. But he surprised Molina because during the middle of the fight, I mean, he's learning. I mean, on the fly. He came with that left hook, you know what I mean? And like I said, I have a lot of respect for Paulie Malignaggi on Showtime. He was saying during the fight, if Deontay Wilder can establish that left hook consistently, not just in this fight, but in future fights down the road, if he can establish that left hook consistently, it's gonna open up the right hand. And you can tell Eric Molina he trained. However long he trained, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever, you can tell he trained for the jab right hand. You can tell. He didn't get hit by the right hand, ended up knocking him out. You know what I mean? Ended up knocking him out in the knife, overhand, pow, like right on the neck, ear area, rocked him, you know what I mean? It was the fifth knockdown, I believe. Was it the fourth? I think the fifth. Referee stopped. He said he didn't like the body language and it was a good stoppage in my mind. You know what I mean? Molina wasn't like, oh my, you just hurt, but it was a good stoppage. I mean, I don't see the fight going any other way than the way it ended, you know what I mean? But down the road, if Deontay Wilder can use that, because he's got an 82-inch reach, long arms. I mean, some of the longer arms in the heavyweight division. 6'7", the same height as Klitschko, one of the tallest fighters in the history of boxing. 6'7", 82-inch reach, devastating one-punch power in his right hand. So when guys train, they gotta watch out for that 1-2 combination, watch out for that right hand. But if you can establish that left hook, Wilder, that now offensively, you're becoming a more complete fighter. If you can establish that left, or throw the 1-2-3 combination, 1-2 hook, you know what I mean? Throw that hook. If you can establish that hook, throw that left hook, man. So guys can't just sit on, okay, I gotta watch out for that right. If you got an 82-inch reach, he don't necessarily have to throw the 1-2-3 combination. Lead with the left foot. Don't lead left hook. You know what I'm saying? Hook, pow, set up that right hand. You know what I'm saying? But he's learning. Those are the maturation things he's still learning and going through. and he dropped Eric Molina right at the end of the 4th round, I believe, with a left hook against the ropes. Wow! And you can tell, looking at Molina's eyes, I think even Molina and Steve Farhood and all those guys were saying that you can tell Molina was looking for the right. He wasn't even looking for the left hook. He was looking for that right hand. Wow! And came with the left hook. If he can do that and keep getting better, get better and get better and get better, man, he could become more of a offensively. Excuse me, become more of a complete fighter, man. Because he's got the reach to do it. You've got the jab. Wow. 82-inch reach. There aren't too many guys. I don't know how long Klitschko's reach is. I know it's right around the 80 area, but they're not too, including the Klitschko brothers. There are not too many guys who's going to have 82-inch reach and above. I mean, there's not going to be a huge difference. You see what I'm saying? Than what Deontay Wilder has. Use that jab, man. The jab to me is probably the most important punch, and it does so much. You can dictate range, how far a guy's away from you. You can slow a guy's pace down. A guy can get ready to throw a combination. You throw that quick jab at him, and it stops him right in his tracks. The jab is a very important punch, man. Kind of underutilized. The casual boxing fans, they don't like to see the jabs. They want to see the power shots. You know what I mean? But I mean, if he can establish that left hook, man, establish that left hook to go along with that right hand. Now guys saying, okay, now I gotta watch out for this left hook. He could throw it in a combination. He could lead with the hook. If you lead with that hook and you shoot that right hand, hey, you're dangerous now. You're dangerous. You're dangerous now. And that's what Molina found out tonight. That's what surprised me tonight, because he didn't really do that much against Ben Stavant. Even though he outboxed him, only time he used his left hand was more of just a jab. He didn't throw a lot of hooks, and you can tell that Eric Molina, when he trained to protect and defend against the 1-2 combination, the right hand. Because the first knockdown, he wasn't even looking, not just expecting, he wasn't even looking for a left hook. Rocked his world, you know what I mean? Called him, rocked him, bow, left hook, you know what I'm saying? Man, my bad, I get excited about boxing. I love boxing, man. But anyway, man, got my TV on watching the baseball game. Anyway, man, good fight, great fight, man. Wilder, Malinaji was saying it, Paulie Malinaji, Steve Farhood, even Deontay Wilder's corner, they were all saying, you gotta stop pulling straight back and going like this as you're deep. When he was doing that, what that reminded me, the first fight that popped in my head was the scene Rockman. If you guys remember seeing Rockman, most of you guys probably remember Rockman when he fought Holyfield. He had that huge lump on his head, like a grapefruit above his eye. But he wasn't a good counterpuncher. Deontay Wilder isn't either, you know. He has trouble fighting off his back foot. His defense, just like Rockman, he pulls straight back like that, and he puts his arms up like this. You know what I mean? Like that's his defense. And when you do that, and if you get time, right, you put your hand out, wow, you get caught. And that's how he got caught a couple of times. Molina caught him with some left hooks. You rocked him in the third with a left hook. He's pulled straight back. Caught him with a good right hand. And Molina's best punch is the right uppercut. You know what I mean? But he has to stop pulling, because when you pull straight back, the reason why he didn't get caught as much against Molina, because Molina had the shorter arms, so he couldn't always reach. He had to come with a greater distance. You know what I mean? When you fight somebody like Klitschko, who has the long arms, where you pull straight back, he can catch you and drop you. You know what I'm saying? One knockdown can change the whole fight. You know what I mean? On the scorecard, see if however the fight may play out. You know what I mean? So I mean, he has to start pulling. Do what a lot of trainers, they call it different things. Some call it the dip dip at the hips. Well, you gotta dip down. You know what I mean? Slip that. Just don't pull straight back. You dip, but Wilder's 6'7", so it's gonna take a lot of energy and effort from his legs to dip under a punch. But he's gotta learn this. If you keep pulling straight back, you're gonna get caught at some point. It's guaranteed. It's boxing. You know what I mean? Slip it. If you dip it, you can counter with that left hook over the top. Then you shoot that straight right hand right down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So you gotta start pulling straight back all the times. Just to nitpick a few things, his conditioning needs to be better. His stamina. Rounds 6, 7, and 8, especially 6 and 7, he was because Molina's corner was telling him this guy's tired, and he looked tired. He looked tired. Most of his fights, I think he's what 34-0 now, or 33 knockouts. The only fight to go the distance was the Ben Stavern fight. The rest of his fights didn't go past. I mean, this fight went knockout in the knife, but he's only been the distance one time. So test that stamina. You know what I mean? He in the middle rounds. Just like Canelo Alvarez, he has an issue with that, with his stamina. He tries to kind of fade away a little bit, and when your legs are heavy and you tired, and you pull straight back, your reflexes are slow. That's when you get caught. That's when you get caught in rock. You know what I mean? And so, and Molina hurt him in the third. He had caught him on the left foot. Rock, and I know Maldonado was like he didn't know. He thought that Molina didn't know how hurt Wilder was, you know what I mean? But he rocked him. He caught him. He was hurt, man. But just stop pulling back straight back like that. You know what I mean? You gotta dip, parry, something. Move your head. Don't pull straight back. You can't do that. He's gonna get caught. No doubt about that. He is gonna get caught, man. And needs to do a lot better. His training need to go to the body. He needs to go to the body a lot more. You know what I mean? Instead of always trying to head, he's got the power to do it. And a lot of boxers, fighters are trying to do that. My advice to you guys, don't neglect going to the body. Don't neglect, because you start going to that body, guys naturally they're going to drop their elbows. They're going to drop the elbows to protect that body. Once their arms and hands come down, then you go back upstairs. You know what I mean? Things like that, man. So he needs to go to the body a little bit more, because Molina had his hands up protecting the 1-2, and his body was wide open. When you got an 82-inch reach, shoot that. You can do the jab upstairs, shoot that right hand down to the body. Now maybe he didn't want to do it because if he went to the body, Molina has a good right hand uppercut. He's got a good right uppercut. You know what I mean? So that may have been it. But he needs to go to the body, I think, a little bit more. But I mean, you can't. I mean, out of 34 fights, you got 33 knockouts. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? That could be what his corner is telling him. But to be more of a complete fighter, go to the body, man. Go to that body a little bit more. You know what I mean? Those body shots hurt, man. Guys like getting hit in the body. Go to that body and go back upstairs, man. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., he was great at that. Body, head, using both. I mean, guys, oh man, combination puncher. He was a very skilled, very talented fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he need Wilder to go to that body. A right hand to the body, man. Oh man, could be a devastating punch. But like I say, he's knocking guys out, going upstairs. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? But if you can go to that, especially somebody like Klitschko, you know what I mean? He's gonna take your best effort. You know what I mean? If you don't land that big shot, lead hooks, lead left hook to the body, hook to the upstairs, right hand to the body, something like that, man. But attack the body a lot more. He needs to work on going to the body a lot more, using his left hook a lot more. Don't just use your left hand for the jab. You know what I mean? You use your left hook as a lead, as in the middle of a combination. You know what I mean? Things like that. Defensively, don't pull straight back. And that's his defense, that Rockman defense. That's the only fight I can think of that does it. They pull straight back and trying to put their arms up to block. When you fight somebody like Klitschko, who's just as skilled and talented as you, who has the reach just as long as you, you're gonna get caught eventually, no doubt. You know what I mean? So stop doing that. Work on the condition and his stamina. You know what I mean? Work on those things. But he tonight could be the night to where, you know what? I'm bringing out my left hook. I know he said he kind of hurt his right hand. He said that to Jim Gray at the post-fight interview in the ring. But man, if he can establish that left hook, man, hey man, start. I mean, because guys have to. I mean, when you fight Wilder, the first thing, hey man, right hand in his reach. You gotta be leery of his right hand. Watch out for that right hand. And if you're worried about that, he needs to establish that left hook, man. I mean, he knocked Molina down with the left hook. Don't know if his left hook, I forgot, he knocked out somebody earlier with a left hook, but his main knockout punch is the right hand. If you can establish that left hook with power and make guys worry about it, that right hand is gonna come, man. That right hand is gonna come. Anyway, man, congrats to Deontay Wilder. Alabama seems hype, you know what I mean? They got a heavyweight champ of the world. He's got a mandatory Provodnik. I know he said he wants to fight in September. I think he should be on Mayweather's undercard. You know what I mean? Be on Mayweather's undercard, so the world, because you know the world watches Mayweather, so the world can see Deontay Wilder now. So let the world see you now. Oh, okay. And then if he gets past that, I think it's Provodnik, he's mandatory. Hey, set up something in the spring, maybe summer 2015 with Klitschko. I mean, right now he's not ready, but like I say, who is? Who else is out? Man, this guy can fight Klitschko. That list for the fight the Klitschko brothers, that list is very short. Very. I personally believe Deontay Wilder is #1 on that list. You know what I'm saying? But let him do his mandatory and keep going, keep developing, keep getting better, keep training. Establish that left hook. Work on that. Use it as a lead or in the middle of a combination. You know what I mean? Don't just use your left hand as a jab. Make guys worry about both of your hands and not just the right hand, and attack the body more. Go more to that body. Jab to the body, right hand to the body, lead left hook to the body. Just go to the body more. You know what I mean? Become a more of a complete fighter. You know what I mean? Defense, stop pulling straight back. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't you're gonna get caught. Work on your conditioning, things like that. Other than that, man, you've got the height, 6'7", the reach, no doubt punching power, one of the better athletes at heavyweight in the sport of boxing. So use all those things to your advantage, because you're gonna need all those if you fight a Klitschko down the road. You know what I'm saying? Maybe about a year from now. You know what I'm saying? So congrats, man. I just want to do a quick video on the fight, man. Good, entertaining fight, man. I'm waiting for the Sean Porter, Adrian Bronner fight, things like that. So I just want to put that out there, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, things like that. What do you guys think? Who is next for Klitschko? He's got the mandatory. If he beats the mandatory, I mean, who's next for Wilder? Is it Klitschko? Is it somebody else? I mean, at this point in the heavyweight division, there's not a lot of attention being paid to the heavyweight division, because you've got Klitschko bros, and it's just everybody else. I think Wilder may be separating himself from the rest of the pack as far as him being in line to fight one of the Klitschko brothers. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think, man. Like I say, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and yeah, that's it, man. This your boy, the Real McCoy, man. I'm out. Peace.